what you and Bathsheba did. I'm going to kill the child. Go ahead.
And Nathan departed unto his house, and the Lord struck the child that Uriah's wife bare unto David, and it was very sick.
He struck the child, who was very sick. That's the sad thing for a parent to see their child dying. He know he going to die. Go ahead.
David therefore besought God for the child, and David fasted and went in and lay all night upon the earth.
That ain't going to work, David. It already been etched in stone. Go ahead.
And the elders of his house arose and went to him to raise him up from the earth. But he would not, neither did he eat bread with them. And it came to pass on the seventh day that the child died, and the servants of David feared to tell him that the child was dead. For they said, Behold, when the child was yet alive, we spake unto him, and he would not hearken unto our voice. How will he then vex himself if we tell him that the child is dead?
So they were scared to tell him that the child was dead. All this crap started because of adultery. Envying another man's wife. And he put that sword inside. You read David and about his kids, and that thing gonna never leave. And he the king of Israel. That's why you just can't judge a man of God or a woman of God by their kids, man. It's just that these households are going through something. You know, everybody gonna go through something. But I hope I don't have to go through that. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 14. But this envy is like a cancer. It's like a disease. It will eat you up from the inside until it rots you from the inside. Proverbs 14. Envy, desiring somebody else's possessions, somebody else's spouse, somebody else's land, and plotting to get it. Proverbs chapter 14 and verse 30. Go ahead.
A sound heart is the life of the flesh.
He said a sound heart is the life of the flesh. He's not talking about the blood pumping in your chest. He's talking about your mind. And how does it get sound? You study to show yourself approved. Go ahead.
But envy, the rottenness of the bones.
He said envy will rot in your bones. It will kill you. It will make you go insane. Because you're always going to be judging everything off the way you feel. If you do that, it's going to kill you. You ain't never going to be happy. You ain't never. Get ready to fight. When I get up, I say, oh, okay, well, what am I to fight today? So I get up, I put the word on my mind, have it on my earphones on, get ready. Then from that point on, I ride to work with my earphones on, listen to a little word. Because I know something's going to come up. I got to be calm and cool and not fly off the handle. That's why a lot of times I stay quiet. Because if you look at my mind, boy, you say, boy, that man crazy. And sometimes, boy, I be thinking to my mama, boy, just gonna grab you by the neck and squeeze the life out of you. That's how I be thinking sometimes. That people will piss you off. I ain't gonna sit up here and tell you it ain't no lie. People will drive you to that. So I can calm myself, get my mind right, so I can get back in the right standing with God and repent for those sinful thoughts. This will go down. Last one. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 1. Let me show you how we can build a healthy immune system in our bodies. Healthy. These folks so big on health, eating the right food, exercising, everybody want to get fit. But the obese thing in your body is full with junk, and that's your brain. You look good on the outside, but when they look at that brain, what comes out that mouth, oh man, it's filth. Filth. Look nice. Everything look nice. Until you open that mouth. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 1. Let me show you how to escape this envy. 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and 1. Go ahead, brother.
Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels,
Yes, sir.
and have not charity, I am become a sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal.
God said, God tells the man, though you speak with tongues, meaning that you speak many languages of many men and of angels, and have not charity, charity is love. And what is love? The law. First John chapter 5 and 3. Love is keeping God's commandments. If you ain't got that, you just a tinkling cymbal. Everybody looking at you just talking, but God looking at you like you the dirt of the earth. You ain't worth nothing. Because you got a lot of knowledge, you understand a lot of things, but your mind is not right on this book. He gonna tell you right here, go ahead.
And though I have the gift of prophecy and
Oh, he understands all prophecy, read all these books and can explain everything. Go ahead.
and understanding of all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith, so that I could remove mountains, and have not charity, I am nothing.
That's powerful, man. If you ain't got love for your brother, you got love for your sister, and you see a man or woman asking you for something, you got plenty of money in your pocket, you walk past and say, I ain't gonna help them. I ain't talking about the ones you know when they keep coming over and over and over again, you know they own something. That's up to your discretion. But if you ride by a person who hurt him, and you won't say, hey man, you all right? That's bad. At least offer, and let me call somebody for you. You ain't got to put them in your car. Just let me call somebody for to help you. Do that. You ain't got to roll your window down, just crack it a little bit. Hey, you all right? Let me call somebody for you. You need somebody to call you? That's all you got to do. If you don't want them to get close to you, say, hey, bro, just stand back right here. I'm going to put $1 on the windshield, under the windshield wiper. When I walk in the store, you can get it. Just don't come close to me. Simple stuff like that. But I ain't mine. No, I ain't doing that. I don't love him that much. It's not an emotion. It's not a feeling when you love. It's an action. Go ahead.
And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profited me nothing.
So you got that. You can't do it for show. A lot of people do it for show. Now, I hate to see these people out here, they're giving out money on YouTube and Facebook, and they got a camera film. You think those folks want to be on film like that? You really think they're already at the bottom? You embarrassing them. Just give it and walk away. The man that do in secret, God will reward him openly, and the woman. But they put it on Facebook. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm gonna do. No, your big blessing gonna come when you do it in secret. Go ahead.
Charity suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not.
Envieth not. Go ahead.
Charity vaunteth not itself. It is not puffed up.
See what he said? He said, charity suffereth long. Sometimes you have to have long suffering. And that long suffering will drain you sometimes, but you got to keep it up. Then he says, and kind. Even through your long suffering, you still got to be kind. He said, charity, envieth not. You don't envy nobody. Period. Because of what they got. Go ahead.
5. Doeth not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinking no evil.
Do not behave himself unseemly. Don't be looking good in front of everybody else. When you get home, when you get to work, they can't tell if you're a Christian or not. Yes, I praise the Lord. I've been saved since I've been 17 years old. I love the Lord. Shandolas. You see them all the time. Asking for money. Asking for something else. Cuss you out. Say something like, boy, you crazy. This is how we do it, man. Ain't nobody 100 now. We working. Go ahead.
6. Rejoicing not in iniquity, but rejoicing in the truth.
It's real. See, a lot of people, when they envy somebody, they rejoice of their iniquity, meaning that, look, they lost it all. Now I'm going to scoop it in and get what he or she got. They waiting on it. They waiting on you to lose it. They looking at you like, I wonder when he gonna fall, I wonder when she gonna fall. I'm gonna pray in on the husband, pray in on the wife, get a land, get everything, clothes, shoes, whatever. Get your own, man. Get your own. Don't envy nobody else's possessions. Don't desire nobody else's stuff. Be your own person. Go ahead.
Verse 8. Charity never faileth, but whether there be prophecies, they shall fail.
Yes, sir.
Whether there be tongues, they shall cease.
Mm-hmm.
Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away.
Yes, sir. Because, you know, a lot of people say all these prophecies and stuff like that. It don't come true. They be saying they man of God, woman of God. It don't even come true. That's why they say prophecies fail. They prophecies. God prophecies don't fail, man. Understand that. Go ahead.
For we know in part, and we prophesy in part.
Because we don't know everything right now. That's why we can make mistakes. That's why he said prophecies fail. You got all puffed up out there and think you more than what you are. I'm going to do this and going to do that. I have faith in God. Then it don't come true. I know this right. I did that a lot of times. I know this right. And find out I was wrong as all get out. About the word of God. Go ahead.
10. But when that which is perfect is come.
Who's perfect?
Jesus.
He said, when that which is perfect is come. Jesus is coming. Go ahead.
Then that which is in part shall be done away.
He said, whatever's in part gonna be done away. You're gonna know it all then. When he come and make us God, we're gonna know everything. I'm saying, Jesus, what's up, bro? Because we're gonna be equal. And folks say, oh, you bless me, you say that. No, I'm gonna be God when I say that. I ain't equal now. But hopefully, I can be equal with him one day. Go ahead.
11. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things.
When you still envying people things, you still a child. You still a child. That's how a child is. Go over there and see another little baby have a toy or something. The little baby go over there and take the toy because he envying that baby with that toy. That's a child way of doing things. It can be toy, it can be clothes, it can be a pacifier. I seen baby go back and forth about one pacifier. That's how people are today. That's why they're killing everybody. Envying people's wealth, possessions, their land, their clothes and all that. Why? Because they got it in their heart. They want theirs. Go ahead.
12. For now we see through a glass darkly.
Yes, sir.
But then face to face. Now I know in part. But then shall I know, even as also I am known.
Ain't this glass darkly? What are you talking about, glass darkly? This world is very dark. If God let us see everything that we're supposed to be seeing, man, we won't never go out and come out the house. You think about them devils there, them angels and them devils all around the earth. They right here, right now. He don't let us see that. They're on the chains of darkness. Man, I'll be scared as all get out. For real. Go ahead.
13. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three. But the greatest of these is charity.
See what he said? Out of these three, faith, hope, and charity, charity is number one. Because charity is love, and love is following the commandments. That's it. So make sure you check yourself, do a self-check. I do a self-check. Don't envy nobody else's stuff, possession, or things. Thank you for your time. We're going to take an offering right now. If you got anything you want to give, come up.